Spot Moonlight if lucky. Do I have room to type this? Alright. Average item level, 750. Shouldn't be too much to ask. 1 per job. And right fight this time. Alright, yep, we're up. Sorry, that took longer than it should have. But we're up now.
150.
750.
I'm sorry, 750. Wrestling can read that. That crazy?
Well, no, 750 is reasonable, so I set it at 752.
I was... Oh.
We have high expectations. What was I gonna say? I noticed there was actually a new poll on FF logs. Specifically because of M6. Not because of the ads, because they already decided on that. The whole should we or should we not count the ads phase.
How do they count it?
What was that?
How do they do that? Do they count ads or
Yeah, they count ads. All damage counts. Because the boss is targetable the whole time and people are spinning attacks, they found it would be too difficult to like go through and then, or it'd be too intensive to go in every log and calculate everything, and it'd make upload times a bit more pain, and people just didn't want it. So there was a vote for it. People said no, make it all count. We should have one fight where you're judged on your AoE potential. Because it's against people in your own job, which has the downside of meaning that there's always a tank sandbag, but it is what it is. No, it's whoever's on the ANS. That person can't parse. What was I gonna say? I get the joke though, don't worry. It was not over my head. Grigori's tall. That was like nose height. It was getting close though. It took me a second. But right now it's the way all-star points are calculated, like your actual like overall ranking to say like, you know, this is the top damaging bard or the top damaging Dark Knight or something, is whoever is number 1 in any fight has 120 points. And then instead of being like rank 2 is some percentage of that, and rank 3, it's based on how much damage you do. So they take your damage and divide it by how much damage the number 1 person did, and then normalize that to 120. And that's how it's calculated. But right now, a couple of people, specifically in the Pictomancer role, got such high numbers in, like, such high DPS on some very, very lucky runs that it's setting everybody else so far below them that they're able to claim the number 1 overall spot in all fights because their 120s, it lowers everybody else's points so much in that one fight that even if they're in, like, the top 15 in all the other fights, they are still number 1 because of their Sugar Riot parse.
Fucking Pictomancer.
I think it's Pictomancer that's the problem, because, like, there's 2 Pictomancers who were near the top, and then everybody else is, like, way lower when I was looking earlier. It might be Dragoon as well. Let me double check that. Because it was, like, there were some, like, big discrepancies between, like, the same job parses in that fight. No, it doesn't look like it's Dragoon necessarily. What about RDP? It's not Bard. Is it Monk, maybe? I think it's Monk, because the difference between the number 1 and the number 2 Monk it's 4,000 DPS. It's a 10% margin, so it's like that person is literally dropping, what is that? At a 120, a 1.2 points guaranteed. And these are fights where, like, the average difference between, like, people in a fight, when the top people is, like, 1/10 of a point or 2/10 of a point difference between, like, 1st and, like, 5th in most fights. So yeah, it's definitely Monk is the one. I didn't see that earlier. That's hilarious. What about Samurais? Samurai's not bad. Let me just go buy DPS, because That's kind of funny. All job, no. Let's look at... What about black mages?
I'm kind of curious as well.
Nope, black mages are really close. They're tight fought. Dancers, they're pretty close. Bigger margin, but still pretty close. What about dragoons? They're neck and neck, so they're fine. What about machinists? Neck and neck, so they're fine. Monk. Yeah, it's 47,000 RDPS versus 43,000 RDPS. That's a crazy difference. What about ninjas? Nope, it's ninja is the worst one. The difference between the rank 1 and the rank 2 ninja is a 6,000 RDPS difference. It's 45.5 versus 39.7. That is crazy. And that's it. It's just the one. Because everybody else is like 39, 39, 38, 38, 37, 37. Like, that's funny.
At that
Pick
point,
to-
it feels statistically not likely.
Let me actually... I'll check the individual. I'm going through all the other DPS still. Reapers are neck and neck. What about red mages? Red mages are neck and neck between the top two are pretty close. After that, it falls off a little bit, but
If an AoE crits, does it crit everything, or does it
no,
roll
each hit
individual?
crits it rolls individually.
I'm sussing that log then.
Yeah, check the
If
ninja one
anything,
because that's
for
funny.
AoE, it should be more consistent because it's a lot more hits, law of large numbers.
What about vipers? Vipers are pretty neck and neck. All right. What about Astros? There's an almost 3,000 gap in Astros, so it's big but not like completely insurmountable. What about Darks? Dark is a 2,500 difference. What about Gunbreakers? Gunbreakers is about a 2k difference. What about Paladins? Paladins is about a 2... Well, all the tanks are about a 2k difference between the first and second place. What about Sages? Sage is about a 2k difference. Wow. This is like consistently 2k differences. Scholar's about a 2k difference. What in the world? Warrior? Warrior's a 5k difference. But that's an anonymous log, so that could probably be chunked eventually. Ooh, Warrior hurting bad in this fight in our DPS. What about White Mages? White Mages break the mold, finally. White Mages are absolutely neck and neck for like the first 10 spots. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, let me look at this ninja log now. Blood Lily. You would think White Mage would be one that has high variance because of Blood Lily.
Yeah,
Because
Blood
that's a
Lily
non...
is like one big hit. That's big
It's-
variance.
Yeah, and then the jobs that don't... Yeah, I would expect the jobs that have guaranteed crits to, like, not have high variance either. Because at that point, it's just down to damage variance, which is 1%. 1 to 3%, I think. Yeah, Roku Suite... Yeah, Roku Suite versus Kiryun. Hang on, let's see these. Kiri, what was your crit percentage on some of these things? 50% crit on Hyosho. 57% to be exact. 7% on Goka Mekyu. How big of a hit is that? 600 potency and with no fall off. That's part of the reason why. Okay, some of these things have no fall off on Ninja. All right, let's compare. Let's do a direct comparison between these two. I don't pay for this, so I can't actually compare them side by side. What did the most damage? Yeah, that's... Oof. I think that's where a lot of the difference comes from. It comes from, what is it? Goka. That's where most of it is, because Kiri's Goka did not crit. 2 casts, 13 hits, 7% crit, 60% direct hit, by the way, which is phenomenal. And then the number 1 person, their Goka had 19 hits versus 13 hits. So that by itself is going to do a lot of work, and it had a significantly higher crit percentage. Can I translate these? I don't read kanji at all. And looking at the symbols is... What in the world is that ability? Does Tenri Jindo literally not have any fall off? What? 1100 in potency to target and all enemies nearby with no fall off. That's crazy. 5 casts, 8 hits. What about Kyrie? 5 casts, 11 hits. With roughly the same crit rate. So just... Yeah, just 3 extra. Yeah, just so 3 extra hits. Oh, so that's 3,300 more potency guaranteed. And then 19 versus 13, 6 more hits of 600 potency. So that's flat out just a couple thousand extra potency without crits being factored in. Goodness gracious. What about the auto attacks? How 31% crit on auto attacks versus 25%. That adds up a little bit. And then what is that? Delivers their regular purple hit. Oh, Hake Mujin Satsu. There's a big discrepancy there as well. 21 cast, 77 hits versus 28 casts, 145 hits. So yeah, he's just way better at cleaving. What do they do differently? Because that's an insane amount of extra cleaving going on there. Show me that replay. Do they just focus down the Yans so fast by putting them on top of everything else and letting them get buffed? That might be the case. That might be what they're doing there. Yeah, I'll put the stream on real quick so I can see. Let's see. Share screen. This one. Yeah, I want to look at their replay because this is kind of interesting. Bob, I'll put this over as well. Where is... I think this should do it correctly. Cool. We'll have 11 for now. Let's see. Where is... How do they do this? Play. Looks like it, yeah. Alright, there's a cat jumping. They pull the Yan solo. So they can bait the cat onto the ball so they get extra cleave to pad their damage. Okay. They just leave that Yan alive the whole time up there, for real. Hang on, wait a minute. Did I just see that? Hang on. I must have missed that. What is that? Hang on. Where's actual Sugar Rat at? Okay, yeah. Sugar Rat's still there. Yeah, they just... Okay, they let that Yan get buffed. Yeah. So they can get extra cleave on it. Because that Yan is still alive up here. Yeah, that's what happens. They kill it during the second spawn when they bring everything together. They just make sure that one tank has aggro on it still. Yep, and then they bring that on top of the Manta. They burst down over there. What are the Manta? The Mantas are still alive. Okay, there's one dead. They cleave the second Manta a little bit. Let's see, the healer goes there. Alright, they've managed to cleave everything here still. The Yan just doesn't move from the north. They just keep it there because they kill the rays fast enough. They'd get the cat to jump again. Are there still 4 moos alive? Yes, there are. Okay, now I'm confused as to what's happening. And both Yans are north. The surviving manta is down there. Yeah, I got temporarily lost, and now I haven't recovered my mentality from watching this. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. They pull both Yans in before the moos are dead, and then do they just have both tanks invuln at this point, or? Yeah. And the Dark Knight dies because he's the sandbag. But that's okay because he was meant to die. Yeah, so you just sack one of the tanks. So does that mean that Yuzu has to... Does Yuzu invuln up here, or how do they keep Yuzu alive over here? When it's time for the big pull. Be interested if we don't... I mean, we're up, right? Let me double check and make sure we're actually up. Yeah, we're up, okay. Does he invuln here? Because I don't see it. There it is. Okay, so he does invuln here. So then how does he survive tanking at the end? Do they just mega single target him? Because one of them dies to the Yans here. And as far as I could see, there were still 2 Yans up. Okay, but they're almost dead. Okay. So then you just single target crazy. What do you mean we have the flag? Oh, okay, the party finder flag. That's fair. I can't see that flag, yeah, so as party leader. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Interesting. Alrighty. Yeah, I thank you for reminding me because I totally forgot about that actually. Doot, doot, doot. There you go. Never mind. Goodbye.
Immediately.
All right, let me end this now. Stop.
You had your freedom for too quickly. Too quick. Your freedom was too quick. It's too swift.
The earthly star that burns twice as bright.
Okay, I'm done.
Um. Yeah, crazy strat. I am surprised to see double dark in there.
Mm. Isn't that common though for like
In most fights, yes. Specifically in that fight, I didn't think it would be. Let me double check something to see if I was correct or not in that. I don't know what exactly it brings over other compositions like Gunbreaker Dark.
Mhm.
Sugar White. Let me see if I can just look at tanks. I don't care about speed. I care about Damahe, ADPS, all tanks. Excuse me. Did the Darks find a way to make them claw their way back to the top?
That
Uh,
sounds horrible without context.
yeah, the overall top ADPS is a Dark Knight right now. It's a Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, Dark Paladin, Gun, Random Warrior that's anonymous, Dark Paladin, Dark Paladin, Gunbreaker, Dark, Gunbreaker, Paladin, Dark,
My.
Paladin, Dark Paladin. Yeah, I guess there's just still just too much crit variance in Reign of Beasts for it to be effective.
No.
Because they buffed it.
I think they should buff it more.
1 second, Vert, I see that. No, they don't. They should not.
No, I think they should.
Yeah, how's it going, Vert? We are waiting in PF because
Should
we
make it a
have
90-second
all of our
priority
male
and consider
Miqo'te
anything
absent
else.
at the moment, so we were
Yeah.
just looking over a log of
That.
some crazy stuff that happened to ninjas. Ninjaville, Ninjago, Lloyd, something like that. Bum.
Very true, I agree.
No, I'm gonna
Oh.
apply for this. This will be fun. Just gotta remember what email I have on this account.
I was about to say, man, that's some major balls right there for a solo clear. Hot damn. But yeah, I've been there, especially being people that have to get the skip for the group sometimes. It's PF can sometimes be rough. I will say, surprisingly, this tier has been the most like first pull clears I've ever gotten in PF. It's also had the second most frustrating time behind Pandemonium, P10 specifically, because that was a rough one. But I hope your time goes easy. I don't know what time you guys start your M8 prog. But yeah, hopefully it's fast. Hopefully. I know one of our guys who missed Tuesday was trying to get a solo clear earlier. So if you were in there and got in a few... Oh, and oh no. Oh, the 30 minutes, that's kind of rough. Yeah, our healer Elfelt was in PF earlier. So I don't know if you ran into him or not, but that's rough. Are you down to just needing twines, or what do you still need out of the fight?
Well,
Maybe we should have gone to just primal at this point.
Well, if Ether's fucked, then I don't see why Primal would be better.
Let's see. Okay, hang on. We're actually going to look at what the PF looks like right now. There's 32 parties up.
Yeah, there's no way it's better on Primal.
We are on the first page. We're not that far from the top. Damn. Does your group
Probably
free for alls
everywhere
like for
we're
everybody
at.
for every role? You guys don't have like a loot sheet or anything?
That is true.
Maybe people already. Most people got the.
Fresh, a reclear, a clear party, and P1 enrage to P2, twofold prog, adds cleanup, moon cleaver, P2 looking for help, teach me past moonlight, That's what? That's a P. No, that's what? That's such weird phrasing. That's a please carry me into P2. Amelia Earhart. If that's not a Vieira, I'm gonna be very sad because that's a very funny name. P2 Prog, please. Twofold. P1 Enrage. Oh, jeez. That's a slaughter. Holy crap. What happened to cause that? Oh, that's probably TMI, so don't actually reveal that. Like, that's a massacre. Goodness gracious. I know multiple people that have had that problem this tier, actually. One of our other friends, who we used to raid with, and who we've done ultimates with, her group had the exact same issue, where they had just massive turnover. Ah, oof, that's rough. That's rough. What roles are missing out? Alright, yeah. Hopefully it goes. Fingers crossed for you, man. Jesus. That's rough. I hope to hear a good... I don't expect it necessarily, but I hope to hear a good report in like 30 minutes time frame. Fingers crossed. Both range and barrier healer. Ah! I'll think. I'll think on that. I mean, we sat for a minute on Tuesday as well, but like not like this bad. And that was for a healer specifically, not DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to pay a friend though. Years. 1 second. I'm gonna attempt to apply to Twitch's moderation club.
Noted. That's
technically I'm a moderator for two other Twitches.
interesting. What was I gonna say?
I mean, this is respectfully I can. Why do you want to be a Twitch moderator?
I could be a bitch. I'm joking. I'm just gonna put. I got the thing for it be randomly on Twitch, so I'm like, you know, I'll just fill it out, see what happens.
I was gonna ask, not related to anything Aurora's just saying. So finish what you're gonna say, because I have a question afterwards.
Oh, that was it.
No. I'm saying Aurora. Finish what you were gonna say.
What?
Alrighty then.
Jesus.
Alrighty. How does everybody feel about terrestrial rage after Ad's face?
I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. It's just really just don't.
That's the
be
clock
in
spot and just wiggle, right?
Yeah, don't.
That's the
be
first
in
half of it, yeah. The second half is the party stack and the full spreads, where the party stack is up in northeast corner to start, and then everybody else has to kind of like not exactly colors, but kind of colors for the people that end up with the spreads.
It's really just wiggle in and out of your spot as need be. Use your eyes, really.
Yeah, just don't end up.
Don't get hit.
Yeah, just if you have a spread, don't go near the party. No matter how everybody else shifts, don't go near the party. Our wiggles.
So
You can make a hole.
I'm not that concerned about that.
I mean, it's wiggles for you guys. It's more like jiggles for me, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Make a whole parody song about that. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure everybody had at least seen a bit of it ahead of time. Because Beacon or Quad Moonlight is also, it's executionally going to be a little bit tight probably the first time, because I remember us doing the normals. People had a little bit of trouble with the positioning for the half cleave, so I don't expect that to go smoothly at first. But I'm hoping that the idea, the concept behind it, is clicking for everybody ahead of time. And I just wanted to check, make sure if anybody had any questions about the mechanics after ads phase. While we're just kind of sitting here, we can kind of like look at them and diagram them as necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Tim start speaking, and then he stopped speaking because I cut him off.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. My bad.
What do you think? What do you think the chances are of me getting an Atma at this random fate is gonna be?
Less than 1%, but not 0.
How funny would it be if I got one?
It would be hilarious. It would actually.
Roll the dice.
I wish it showed up in party chat when like you got something like that, because then I would go and sit next to you and just stare at you.
Good.
And then wait for it to pop up in world chat. And then just hopefully celebrate.
Hmm.
But seeing as I cannot do that, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
All good.
Oh shoot, I completely forgot that my my Spotify was playing still. Womp. Muted that now, sorry.
One, two, three. Three different types that I gotta finish out.
Oh, we can hopefully knock that out Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your schedule prohibits it this time for any reason.
What, Saturday? No.
Yeah.
No. Nothing's changed. At least for that. I mean, the only thing is, like, my schedule is literally just going back to how it used to be. So.
Woo.
No more. I'm not working nights anymore. Now it's just me just working normal daytime shifts. And weekends are still the same.
Gotcha.
If I worked weekends, I would hate it. Matter of fact.
Exhilarating content we're getting ourselves into right now.
Indeed. That is.
What do you mean
I'm gonna
one
try
or
to
more?
manifest someone joining by starting to paint a mini.
That is an
Hey.
excellent idea.
I was gonna do it, but like I was like, what if like the moment I dip my brush into a ink, someone joins it, and I have to like literally put everything away again. So I didn't. I'm not as strong as Jason.
Hmm.
Did I say you're starting to use a wet palette, Tim?
No.
Oh, well, you're cringe.
Yeah.
Do painting minis is hard with the amount, like the types of brushes you need,
I
and then
use.
paints and primers.
I have one rattle can of primer. I do have a lot of paints, but that's like been built up over time.
Yeah.
This particular one, I'm only using like 6 colors plus a layer of a shade paint.
Are you clear coating it after?
Nah, not yet. It hasn't been an issue, and I'm gonna wait until it becomes an issue.
Varnish?
I found it a little bit unnecessary as well because I had a couple of minis I did identically, and then one clear coated, one not, and then I liked the one that wasn't a little bit more. Hey,
Holy
we got
shit, we got a
one.
monk.
I haven't even started putting the fucking parchment on the wet palette yet. Fuck.
The game heard you needed a person.
No, you're not allowed to stop. Keep going.
Oh god.
Vindication.
Big salute.
Dang it, I can't fit in a spot.
Yes, calm down, Google. Yes, I was going to an old email. Calm down.
Ah, you're switching emails. Stop that.
For one of my birthdays, my dad decided, you know what, I'm gonna give you an email. Let's go to Yahoo. So I just have a random Yahoo email that I never use. And I made the terrible mistake of putting that as a certain thing that I have access to. So I have to go to it from time and time again.
Seriously, apology. I lied about that story. Sorry, go ahead.
Can't wait to get rejected by Twitch.
Okay, so what if like we need 2 sacrifices? What if I actually start eating something? Like Jason sacrificed for the first one.
Then you double our chances.
Oh, mine's pretty easy to clean anyways. Alright, I'll start. Okay.
Da-da.
This fucking parchment is not playing nice. It is not lying flat. I think it just needs to soak a little bit. Tim, you want to see the latest stupid kit bash I threw together?
Kit bash
Sure.
of...
It's gonna be as a war boss.
Ah.
In random.
Let's see what this looks like.
He stole some Beaky's armor.
I did warn you it's stupid.
I am starting the paint right now, so hopefully in the next few
Hell
seconds,
yeah.
Boy's got some teeth on him.
I'm sorry, every time I look at them, I'm like, what's the one thing where they're like, bang, 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 even though they ran out of ammo?
Oh,
That one
orcs?
thing for Warhammer? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one story where the orcs were attacking,
Oh,
and the group they're fighting ran out of
guardsmen-
ammo.
The guardsmen ran out of ammo.
Yeah.
And just started finger gunning them, and then it worked because the orcs believed that they were being
It
shot
worked
at.
until the one orc believed he was invincible.
Yeah.
My
I
bad, he
feel
was
like
a
then you should
tank.
say, gun that kills tank. Say that aloud.
Yeah, orcs don't have that right now. Orcs have really bad anti-tank on tabletop.
Well, no.
No,
She
I
was saying the
mean-
guardsman should have like announced to the one orc who was like, I'm a tank, that like anti-tank gun, boom.
Jason, I'm so sorry for what you're probably gonna be playing against them.
Oh, are you painting up your Tau?
No, robots. I want to run 12 robots because the robots finally got their army rule.
Ah, for AdMech?
I want to, yeah, and I want to.
Oh,
run
nice.
12 robots.
It's a very pink
In
aura.
12 years. It's been 2
Looks nice.
years.
I played Tau when I was big into it. I played Tau in 9th edition when they still had their 8th edition rules. And they were
nice
horrible.
railgun, dude.
No, the railguns weren't good at that point. Railguns were complete trash. Like, it was the 9th edition rules that made them, like, ludicrously good.
What they do to the railguns?
What
That'll
didn't
have
they do
to
to the
suck.
railguns? They gave them an alternate fire mode. So basically they essentially turn the railgun into like the single best. Oh, you have an invuln, doesn't matter. You have the ability to reroll wounds, doesn't matter. It's all what was it? It was like strength 20, AP 5, I think.
Yeah.
Like it was something crazy. It was like it basically said whatever your stats are, they don't matter. This is gonna if it hits, it hurts.
Does it go around an invuln at all?
Let me double check to make sure. I don't want to say anything wrong. 9th edition. But yeah, so here it was. It was a heavy 1, strength 14, AP -6, damage D3 +6. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, invulnerable saving throws cannot be made against that attack.
What do
Each
you do
time
against that?
each time a successful wound roll is made, the target suffers 3 mortal wounds in addition to all other damage.
Yeah.
How many attacks does that have?
1.
One.
And
Oh, okay.
the tanks it's attached to, they were glass cannons. Like they were worse than Eldari glass cannons. You couldn't hide them because the models were like really badly shaped, so they were always visible across the entire map. And they were very, very weak.
Was it a devilfish?
It wasn't the devilfish, but it was basically the same stat line as the devilfish. Let me double check and see.
Because I started Talik not long ago. And
Was
I
it
just barely have a bunch of crisis suits.
Hammerhead? That's what it was.
Hammerhead.
Hammerheads, yeah. What was the hammerhead stat? Just for comparison, like that was like the single best thing, but they also, I think it was a 4+ ballistic skill though. Because for some reason Tau had a relatively like low ballistic skill unless you had a bunch of marker lights.
Yep.
I mean, marking is like the whole thing for Tau, so that makes sense.
They changed how they work though between 8th and 9th. 8th edition marker lights were hilariously like fun. 9th edition marker lights were a little bit weird, where you could only ever put one marker light on a unit at a time. And then
edition made it even worse.
But really?
Now they finally fixed it. Yeah, it was completely worse. Now with the new update that happened like recently, it's actually a lot better now. So it just you have a observer unit. You declare the observer unit before shooting.
Right. And they can't shoot, but they can mark.
Yeah, but they can shoot after they mark. They just don't get the buff anymore.
Okay.
But and also, so the idea is that it's a lot more simplified now. It's just okay. These are now the observer. That is marked. They just point at a thing, and then the buffs apply, like the +1 ballistic skill and ignores cover apply, and that's it. It's like so much easier and like so much more wieldy. Before it was like, you had to like individually choose, just not at the beginning of shooting, just during shooting. Okay, this, that, and that. Like, it was a mess. It was actually a big mess. Pre this update.
It's Jack Final Fantasy.
Wait.
He's here.
Jack Fantasy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just noticed him.
No, you're
That's
good.
great.
Yeah, it's just a lot better. It's just a lot more. It's more streamlined, I guess. That's the better term, and it works.
That's fair. Yeah, that sounds more streamlined. Yeah. What was I gonna say? For reference, 9th edition Hammerhead was movement 12, toughness 7, 13 wounds, 3+ save, no invuln, and then ballistic skill 3.
I'm really sorry, but every time I hear you guys say hammerhead, I'm just thinking if you guys are just talking about the shark.
A lot of Tau,
Just bringing the shark down, people.
The funny thing about Tau is that a lot of their ships are just based off of like sea creatures.
Even though, yeah, they're cows, but they're based off of fish.
Yeah.
They're the sea cows.
Yep, hammerhead, piranha.
They're manatees then.
Is it odd that every time you say, like, I know that's what you said you think of, but when you say hammerhead, I think of the hammerhead from Mass Effect. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
We're all thinking of different things in the exact thing for the hammerhead. That's great.
I've been liking the crisis suits a lot.
Yeah, Crisis bodyguards were broken upon like initial release in 9th, so I'm glad they got tuned down a little bit. Not as much as they did, but like they were. I'm gonna give my my named unit basically a 3+ invuln, and I can take wounds for it through walls for like up to like 8 inches, I think it was. Like as long as I'm within 8 inches, anywhere within 8 inches, and I can string out my unit. You just can't touch my actual commander. Flat out, it was like, that was actually kind of stupid.
Yeah, that doesn't exist in 10th, so you're good.
I do miss the fact that Riptides kind of sucked in 9th. I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
Because in 8th, they dominated. But it kind of sucked. Broadsides were fun. I actually liked the Hazard battle suits, which were a Legends model, so you couldn't bring them to tournaments or anything.
Fuck,
But
I'm using the wrong paint. I'm using the wrong red. Killing myself.
Damn, dude.
Are you using Mephiston instead of Corn, or?
I was using Corn instead of Mephiston.
Down.
Womp.
Double check. Yeah, mine's Mephiston. Ooh, that'd be embarrassing.
I do have 2 Storm Surge models and 1 Talinar Supremacy armor model, though.
Holy shit!
It's unpainted, but I never got around to painting it. I never got to use it either. It kind of just sat there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it's a
I do
2,000 point model.
Yep, it's the Titan. It's the Tau Titan. I do want to use a Storm Surge someday, because I think that's really cool.
Storm Surges initially, when in 8th they were... There we go.
Oh, shit. Finally.
Alrighty.
It only took like an hour, almost an hour.
Alright, let's get more than 3 pulls, hopefully.
Light party.
I don't have either of these ones blocked, so we should be fine.
It's a fun one.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah, Storm Surges were like, they were meh in 8th, they were really good at the start of 9th when they got their codex, and they got nerfed really fast.
Damn.
Which is unfortunate, because the whole thing is, like, you had to root them in place. You had to just give them a movement of 0 for, like, 2 consecutive turns for them to actually be good, and then they were, like, fantastic.
Ooh.
But by doing that, like,
Okay.
everyone, like, you know, just focused it down, which is what you should do at that point.
You're not the only human, Greg. There's another.
I
I forgot Nico's also human too.
I
I'm
was
so
gonna
sorry,
say, that
Nico.
was me.
I was about to say...
Right now, I guess.
I'm too used to you being a bunny.
Oh, right. Oh, I forgot my glam. Oh, well.
Marker.
I took it away from you. I am so sorry.
Doop.
Melee too. Yeah. Stay. Know your place, buddy. Know your place.
Do you want your spot quieter?
I will be okay. I don't want to make them leave.
Yeah, if you get uncomfortable, you can always ask. Like, the worst they can say is, I'm only used to this spot. Waymarks.
You missed that on Tuesday, Jason. We had a scholar join us, and I'm like, "Can I take healer too?" Immediately leaves.
Alright, check your foods. Check your gear.
We also had the person that was blacklisted.
That was funny. He got in.
The blacklist incident.
It makes it better. We got into the fight and immediately left.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Wrong button.
I got you, buddy.
What did you do?
I just hit a second ready check. Timer going up.
Super ready. Imagine if there's someone left because of that.
I remember seeing a post on Twitter. Someone's like, "Tank, can you vote?" And he's like, "I'm done," and left.
Let's begin, shall we? Can the challenger defeat the
Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's do it. Spreads at the Cardinals. Panther.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminent.
Hey, Jason, can you shield us a tiny bit?
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. With Fenrir's might,
All right, remember.
rouse a storm.
If you think you've moved enough, keep moving.
Why is this person over here? Okay, I was about to say.
The wind
We are
answers
going
my call.
counterclockwise. Start moving. And keep moving. Keep moving.
What?
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
What color are you, Tim?
Blue.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Nope, there it goes.
The challenger's
Yeah.
down. Is this the end?
Someone went on
We
blue.
try.
I think someone tried to cover for me and left theirs open.
Yeah, I saw... Alright, timer going right back up. What happened on that one? I missed it.
I think I don't know. I thought I didn't overstep, but I guess I overstepped.
Alright,
I moved too much.
alright, everybody. Remember, if you think you haven't moved, if you think you moved enough, move a bit further, except for Tim.
Can the challenger defeat the world?
I will revise the command.
I was too good at following.
I have
orders.
altered the deal.
Pray I
Pray
don't
don't
move further.
This field gets worse and worse every time.
Partners at the Cardinals.
There. I wonder if you can keep
Revolution.
You'll be televised.
such speed. It's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, Jason, you were too close to us.
Well,
Oh no, that was too much for the
Level
challenger.
backflip quiet.
I knew I should have put it on the soundboard. I decided at the last minute not to put it on the soundboard. Alrighty.
is that 2 pulls?
One
Two
more.
pulls so far.
One more,
I'm waiting
one
for
more
the
before
inevitable light
shoot.
party.
Yep. Just lock in for now. We got the warm-ups out of the way. This is a 2-phase fight technically, so 2 warm-ups. They're both done now. Let's get it. I'll be nice on that regard.
Let's begin, shall we?
Behold my infinite generosity.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own
Behold
lair?
my mighty hand. No one knows that one.
I don't know that one.
It's from Marvel vs. Capcom. The
Ah.
original Marvel vs. Capcom. Onslaught would say that.
Here we go. Enter Cardinals.
There.
Oh, shit.
I wonder if you can keep
Imminent.
up.
Veil is out to help you guys, so don't overheal it.
Such speed. It's as if there's a pack of him.
I'm healing Jason. You're fine, Jason.
Macro's gonna be weird.
Yep, I do not have Veil to help at the end of this, so be wary of that.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers.
Counter.
Oh, god damn it.
Find your colors.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
We can still live this. I'm a channel passage the whole way. Just pump. I'm going to channel passages the whole time through. Even for the last hit. Oh, that's... Nice.
Oh my god.
I'm rezzing.
Good job, by the
You have
way,
them
Vert.
all, right? Okay.
Of course I'm invincible. What are you talking about?
Out of the fight yet.
I will have no mana, but I can get them all.
We got time. Get out of these holes as fast as you can. I'm blowing my entire burst to heal people, so we're good.
Where did that come from?
Come on.
Yep. Alright, mechanic first. It's going to be 2 or 4. 2. My bad. Yeah.
I can't reach him.
Revolution. It's all the mechanic. I've got Veil to help a little bit here. Veil out so you guys don't immediately die.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
Alright.
We're back. We're still back.
Yep. Make sure we get through. Alright, spread out so you can see your tethers.
Not bad. Not bad.
Go to the opposite side. Watch for your shape. Alright.
Yeah, there's just not enough healing. I can't res them.
Yeah, we're
At
just done
all.
for here. Thank you, Vert, by the way. I hope you won something. You didn't say you did, so I don't think you did, but... Yep, I just walled myself because it was already a dead run.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I keep freaking getting hit in the spinny one.
Even after recovering, we were just way too low.
Timer. Yep, focus on not getting hit there, even if it means dropping everything else for now.
Yeah.
I can tell you what to do, but I can't reach my arms all the way across. I'm not Mr. Fantastic.
Let's begin, shall we?
Nor do I want to be Reed Richards.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
There's so many more.
Didn't he say?
There's so many cooler powers.
He's like the smartest man in the universe.
Smartest man alive.
Yep, I'll continue this later. Hang on. Interpartnals.
He's
He was right.
I
He
wonder
was.
if you can keep up.
Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Ready to check to make sure everybody's locking in now. Alright, no more silly mistakes. Timer going up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Spreads at the Intercardinals. Lion.
Oop, I accidentally hit.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I
Both of you.
Oh no, that was too much Thanks for the challenger.
You good over there, Aurora?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just fucking up. I accidentally hit neutral and it frazzled me.
Pro tip.
Can't help it, Craig. You know I can't.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Overall, rough start to the night, but let's see how they recover from it. Enter Cardinals.
I wonder if you can
Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind and
Counter. Yep, keep moving. Alright, find your correct colors. Middle. Passage. I'll give you 3 hits before I stop channeling. I lied.
That was 4.
Correct. Can't touch this. No, 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 no. Boink.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
2 or 4. 2. Imminent rain. All right, spread out so you can see.
Not bad. Not bad.
Opposite sides.
Begun.
Party on the same side as your symbol. Here come the Tank Buster and parties. First cleanse, be ready after this Vuln. First cleanse. Wait. I said wait to Mackie because... bit slow on the first. Yeah. Okay. He's willing to admit to it, so we're good. Happens. Ready, chick. Yeah, if you realize that you're the first one, they wouldn't have saved us there because that was just a mistake. Timer going up. But you can preemptively back up. a little bit off, because at that point you're just missing, I think, what, 1.5 GCDs? Which shouldn't by any means cost anything.
Let's begin, shall we?
So, like, the first orange cleanse can back off early, just to make sure we maximize the time on that first set of cleanses. I'll plop my, Divine Veil there to help the healers. Spread at the Intercardinals. Tennessee.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolution.
Some speed. It's as if there's a pack of him.
Boink.
with Fenrir's might. I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter. Keep moving. I will channel. This is going to hurt a little bit more than you would expect it to.
I can't res him.
I'm now.
Okay. We should be good.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Alrighty.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Thank you for putting it the correct way this time.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
2 or 4? 2. Imminent. You're down a person on that side, so be careful.
Well, barely.
I gave it to him. Trying to keep him alive, and then he died to the second hit anyway.
I'm resing.
Not bad.
I'm getting Jason some health.
But we've scarcely begun.
Opposite sides.
He's
That's
immediately dead.
unfortunate.
Wait, I don't have a timer.
It's unsolvable right now.
Just wipe.
Yeah. That was rough. Yeah, remember, I know my call-outs are a little bit slow there. You're looking for, is it a cross or an X on your side? If it's a cross, you're on the wrong side. If it's an X, you're on the right side. 16 seconds. Going up. Another way to make it easier on yourself as well
Begin, shall
is
we?
to, once we see where the crack on the pillar is, stand as close to middle as you can while you can still see the shape on your side. That way you have the least movement in the farthest pattern. Spread at the Cardinals. Arizona.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Keep moving. Find your colors. You're getting a little bit less this time on the mitigation from me.
Should be fine. It's pretty comfy.
Ah. Boink.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
2 or 4. Move a bit more middle. 4. Imminent. Oh, I don't need to move. I will Divine Veil after the big raid wide happens.
Not bad. But we've
Go to the
scarcely
opposite
begun.
side. Orange cleanse, go. Wait.
Oh fuck! He walked into me. My bad.
Yeah, green cleanse needs to stay on their head until after the orange cleanse happens. Always.
That's a big hitbox. I was like, not,
It's
like, very much not touching it.
It's twice the size as the Honeybee Lovely hitbox. Oh, you were there for that a little bit. Yes, the hearts from
Yeah.
Honeybee Lovely, yeah.
Damn. Frick those hearts.
The Yeah, as the green, you can stay up against your ad. If I could spell through properly. And I missed the T in straight. There we go. You can basically stay on your like head, hitting your head until there's like 2 seconds left, and then you just book it all the way to the other side. And you just don't even think about it. Just like when you hit, say, 1 on the Vuln stack, just sprint to the other side and be done with it. As the orange, you kind of want to like, you know, dance over to it a little bit. "16 seconds. Which you don't actually need right now, because Kai's not here, but...
I would like it.
Well, too bad. We do it for Kai, not for you.
Bitch.
Wow.
Damn.
Let's begin, shall we?
Bomb's gonna be slightly off timer.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
He's getting intervention, don't worry. He needs it.
I was gonna say.
He needs an intervention after that early pull. What are you doing with your life, son?
Are we pulling?
Spread at the inner cards. Zumwalt. Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I went to the wrong side on this one. I'm gonna die, but it's gonna just... You take it, Nico. Oh, what happened to you guys?
How?
I got my...
think
I
you're-
took my tank cleave, so I don't know what happened to you guys.
I think yours went through them.
No, it was me.
Was it you? Oh,
It was me.
it looked like his just
Wanted to
went
give us
straight.
the hug. Oh,
Yep, there it
Yep.
goes.
No,
There it is.
Nope. Yep.
there's the light party.
I just ate another cookie.
I just did too,
Aw.
don't worry.
I'll make you more cookies.
I'll put us back up.
Bringing out the pallet.
No, I'll be right back.
Ugh. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and find where I put my phone.
Nope, it doesn't.
I'm back.
It does.
Hooray.
Nice, it works. What works?
It's a low macro I'm making.
Hit this one.
No. It's just some silly macros I sometimes make if I know today's been a weird day. That is a
Is that full
Reaper.
party? Is the
This
other one still
full-
here?
We kept the Picto.
I was muted, damn it. I was responding. Yeah, it's a full party.
We kept the one that didn't early pull.
I mean, I only pulled like once. I got punished for it.
Oh, you did?
Not today. Not today. I think it was on Tuesday. I only pulled.
Okay, because if it was today, I was going to tell you to get out. No, actually.
Alright, we got like 30-ish minutes. Tiny bit more.
I forgot.
Ingration.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep. Alright, let
Vacation quiet.
me... one marker.
I got thing ready to
That's
repost it.
Scythe. That scythe's really cool.
Dude, that's the fruit. The fruit side.
The
The
fruit
fruit weapons
side,
look
yeah.
really cool.
Well,
Get back over here, team.
some of them look cool.
Oh, my bad.
I'm putting it back.
Yes. I really like the Viper one.
I like the Viper one too.
I'm looking at health bars to make sure everybody has all their gear.
Oh yeah, you also missed. Eric forgot his bracelet last time.
In 7, not an 8. Timer.
I forgot it.
We still one pulled.
True.
With like 8 damage downs. It was a very messy overall run.
It was a strange seed that normally wasn't there.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Spreads at the Cardinals. Indefatigable.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, Reaper.
Reaper.
Bail out to help. Oh, we got time.
I got the Reaper. Oh, sorry.
I've
Sam.
got Jason's
With
health.
Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers.
Clockwise.
Alright.
Get moving.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Oh.
I can save one of these. Oh, I can't save one of these.
Oh. Yeah, no.
I can do that, however.
No, that was too much for the challenger.
So wait, did I get tagged by you, Aurora, or the lion?
I could not tell.
I thought I got tagged by you. Because usually, like, if I'm in the middle, it's hard to get tagged by the lion.
Maybe. We don't have anything to confirm, sadly,
Yeah.
today.
Oh well.
We keep
We'll
going.
move on.
Timer.
Shit. I was gonna type he won't, but my FF keyboard is
begin,
currently in
shall we?
Japanese, and I forgot how to change it back.
Oh
Can the
no!
challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
It's like alt something, I think. One of the alt buttons.
Oh boy.
I have
Here we go.
several questions.
Spreads at the inner cards. Louisiana.
I wonder if you can keep.
Eminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh, no, that was too much for the challenger.
I typed that too soon.
I'll cast Bubble there to help out.
I rouse the
Veil.
storm.
Trying to heal us quick.
Yep, I don't have anything to help here.
I can full heal and then pop
The
bubble.
wind answers my call.
This is counter. Man down.
Challenger's down. Is this the end?
Can't res him.
Just a little too slow.
Yeah, I shall save him up.
Alright, we gotta lock in on these kind of rotations. It's not like a single person doing it, it's kind of spreading around now. Alright, timer going up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
That mechanic is causing some trouble for us still. Spread at the inner cardinals. Ticonderoga.
I wonder if you can keep
Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh my god.
What?
I misjudged that.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out.
I will need you to involve the next hit. The tank buster when we get there.
Okay.
Fair warning.
with Fenrir's might.
Reprisal is
I rouse the
out.
sword.
Alright, here we go.
The wind answers my call.
Counter. Get moving.
They're back on their feet.
Nope.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
That's my bad.
Alright, we're gonna, when this party breaks up, we're gonna stop and we're gonna look at this and see what's going on here, because something's going on funky. I'm gonna start looking at clip and stream and everything.
Let's begin,
Here we go.
shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Partners at the Cardinals.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Imminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I'm sorry, I was focused on the wrong
The
thing.
challenger's down.
It's okay.
Is this the end?
Okay, the Arpicto was not in the stack.
With Fenrir's might.
Was that what
I
it was?
rouse the storm.
Yeah. Tim and I were safe.
The Arpicto didn't take any
He-
damage, so
Interesting.
he wasn't in it.
Timer going up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Alrighty. I'll put a scotch and a potato waffle time. Let's do it. Spreads at the spread Cardinals. My bad on that. Flint.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Also Revolution.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Was that the Picto again?
Was that me?
No, we all took damage.
Was I too
Oh no,
close?
that was too much for the challenger.
For
Right.
chance.
With Fenrir's might,
Because the three of us all took so we were all in the we all took the initial our stack damage, and I guess I don't know what's called this.
Maybe I was too close. I don't know.
Yeah, you took tank buster damage.
God. All right.
I can move us slightly more, a bit more closer to L.
Timer. Going up. On this pull, go to the same spot this time, but look how much room, like, you healers specifically focus on the amount of room between you guys and where you guys' cleaves overlap. See if you can squeeze any closer. Don't, like, move closer to this pull,
begin, shall we?
but see, like, how much room you could potentially, and then we'll go from there to give the tanks a little bit more wiggle room to be off. But don't adjust, because we normally have that spot right. Partners at the Cardinals.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Eminent first.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I've got Kogi, don't worry.
With Fenrir's might, I
Alright, focus on your movement here. Drop everything else if you gotta. No deaths on this one.
You came.
the wind answers
Clockwise.
I ran into the AoE.
Challenger's down.
I got you.
Is this the
Oh
end?
fuck.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if
This
they
is
can
why-
withstand it.
And
Alright, we'll give it a couple more pulls. And then we'll just break up and then just start looking over footage and see what's going on with everybody there. Lock it for these last couple. Timer going up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Spreads at the Cardinals.
There.
Saipan.
I wonder if you can keep
Eminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With
Alright, let's do it.
Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
I can't figure my knockback. I'm gonna be trying to.
Just ride it then.
Answers my call.
Knockback. Clockwise. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep moving. That's how you do it. Find your towers. Middle. Alright. We've got a revolutionary reign coming up. Keep that in mind.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
But first, the towers.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
1 or 3? 1. Revolution.
Alright, we can move in a little more.
I got him.
Was that just autos?
Yep.
Yep.
Not bad. Not bad.
To your sides.
Can't sleep a gun.
Oh shit.
Yep, just run over.
I am.
Orange cleanse. Bail out. Green cleanse. Wait. Orange cleanse. Wait. Green cleanse. Orange cleanse. Green cleanse. Kill. Orange Ad's gonna need some help. Alright, we got a big hit incoming. Be ready for it. I'm gonna passage for health here. It's 5 hits, each one is stronger than the last. 1. Oh, here we go.
Still you stat. How delightful.
Looking it back off you now. Alright, block
The
spots.
earth is mine to command.
Or I should say, you're a cardinal.
A pack of wolves.
Cardinal, Aurora.
We're okay. It gives you enough time to wiggle in.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Oh yeah.
We beat ads.
We did.
Barely.
That was
Oh my
very
God,
yeah, it shouldn't be that
that was
close,
a
yeah.
nuts hair away.
Alright.
Hey Jason, when do you use Numa?
Numa is what's the raid wide after the? I'm trying to remember. So like he does the dash and then the hit. That's when I do Holos and then the raid wide after. I do Numa. That puts it at Millennial Decay, like after the raid wide, but before the damage goes out.
Okay.
Where are you thinking about having Nasrim shift it to?
No, I was wondering when he was using Numa. That was it.
Alright.
Because I got macro for when we're in Fairing Decay, like the AoE.
Yeah, I can
Raid
get you to
wide right now.
full like as the raid wide goes out before fairing.
Okay, I've been using macro
Alright.
there. Because right when that raid white goes, my macro goes off.
You want me to move it somewhere else then if that's getting healed?
If you can you move it to... I would say it's like after the tower? Or wait, shit, sorry, I'm having trouble saying the mechanic name. What is the one? Fuck,
The towers?
Can you do it after the rain?
Which
After
one?
The first rain or the second?
The first one, because I can cover the
Okay.
second one with macro.
Will do.
Because we take a lot of damage there.
Oh, that's where I'm using Hollows already
Okay.
after the first rain.
I think it's going into ad's phase. We'll need it like way before, a tiny bit before ad phase is there. Because I know there is like, we're really low and I only have horoscope going up.
Before ads? What's the mechanic before ads?
Before ads, it's Fair Decay into the stacks, into the Tank Buster, into the Terrestrial Rage, into the Rain. Then ads. So it is the tower, it's like the big pillars, then whatever rain wasn't used first, then adds phase.
You want me to use it after the second rain then?
Yeah, because we're getting hit really hard there. If you were able to.
Alright.
And in middle of ad space, I will be using neutral sect.
Yeah, after the first cleanse is when, in ads, after the first orange cleanse is when I'm using Divine Veil. And it does hit the whole party there, so. Timer going
I
up.
think it's after the second cleanse I hit neutral.
Let's begin, shall we?
Shoot, he's gonna get slightly pulled whack.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Partners at the Cardinals.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Revolution.
Some speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
We're okay.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Lockwise. Keep moving.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
I can take the A tower.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
Channeling. Nico, evoke it.
You need me to involve?
Yeah, you'll have to involve this first one, and then we'll share the last one.
Alright.
Must have heard. But they're
Alrighty.
not for the fight yet.
Let's get it from here now.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising
Earth and
ways.
Surf.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Not the time for a last fight.
Fly true.
1 or 3? 3. Imminent.
Yeah, this is Noom.
Beautiful, buddy.
Alright, here we go. Spread out so you can see what side you're going to.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely
Go
begun.
opposite. Orange cleanse. Green cleanse. Doing good. Orange cleanse. Wait. Green cleanse. Alright, be ready. Pain incoming. Orange cleanse, now. Wait. Green cleanse. And kill.
Much better.
Yep.
Bear my biting wings.
Passage going out. Put him back middle when he decides to come. There we go.
How delightful.
Alrighty. To your cardinals, your color cardinals.
The earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves.
Oh, that's so...
Oh shit.
I was out of the stack there. Well, this is
Also,
imminent.
we have B.
I'll tank LB through this as soon as I can.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Damn, through the LB.
Jeez. Do we even have?
Nope, I have nothing for this.
Goodbye, Greg.
Aye.
I had like just a few
Sorry about
mitigations. Yeah, that's why you go to your cardinal.
I panicked because I looked like it was going straight through both 2 and B.
Alright, one more pull. It's unfortunate because it means I need a whole other food for this, but one more pull.
Oh, same. Fuck.
Timer going up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Partners at the Cardinals.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Imminent.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Here we go.
The wind answers my call.
Counterclockwise. Ow!
It didn't go off again.
The challenger's
Oh my
down.
god.
Did I get doubled up?
Yeah, you got doubled up, yeah. Because there were two deaths right off the bat, so
I pressed your cast and didn't go off. My apologies.
Much for the challenger.
They might as well. Like your both didn't go off.
Need a sec, sorry. I mean, we're.
yeah, that's gonna run our timeout, yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well just tell them. I'll be the bad guy.
Womp. Womp, weep, wamp, weep, womp, whoop, whoop.
And that means
Wonder
next
Woman?
next
Sorry.
Tuesday, we will be insane. Because this always happens. Every time a Thursday we
That's
do
true.
poorly, and then the next Tuesday we're hyper locked in.
Don't
Yeah,
jinx
that
it.
does tend to happen.
You've commented on it now.
We have the
I
one
am-
bad day, and then we come back and we just fucking kill it.
Yep.
That
One
means we're gonna
second.
one pull.
Let me
We're gonna
check
one pull on
something.
Tuesday.
Let me check something real quick.
We're gonna one pull on Tuesday, and then that means we're gonna go straight to phase 2.
Yep, we're gonna see phase 2.
Wrong thing. Hang on one second. Okay. The raid sim itself hasn't been updated for this.
Hopefully next week we'll
Alrighty.
have.
I am going to go ahead and
every-
end the stream now,
all the
though. So,
days.
everybody, thank you for coming out. Take care. Have fun. Have a good weekend. Have a good week after that. Have a good weekend after that. I'm running out of things to say. Good night, everybody.